And we are back, Tarot fam. We're still talking about the Epstein files. Are you still talking about the Epstein files? I'm still talking about the Epstein files. So we're going to talk about Bill Gates. Oh my God. What in the world? I'll be right back. All right, Tarot fam. If it's your first time here, I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. We are talking about the newest Epstein file drop and Bill Gates. Holy moly. There's a draft email in there. Epstein confronting Bill Gates about having a social disease, possibly procured from one of the Russian lovelies that Epstein made the connection. And Bill Gates allegedly asked Epstein to procure some antibiotics and was intending to surreptitiously give them to his ex-wife, Melinda Gates. This is crazy. Now, there are other individuals in the Epstein files that have said, you know, my friend lives this outrageous life and I can't even tell anybody about it because they would never believe it. This is bananas. This is bananas news. So let's swap this up. Please hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that you like my videos. And most of all, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else we could talk about, because there was discussion about the thing that affected all of us from 2019 through 2022, where we all got to stay at home and you all watched the Tiger King because I was working my butt off at my corporate job and doing this for you guys. So, oh my goodness, the Bill Gates afflicted. True or not true? Afflicted. Oh, I got more than one card. Yeah, he got something to go home with. He got a gift to go home with. A lovely prize.
He should have had an antivirus installed.
If you didn't hear that, Gregory said he should have had antivirus installed. Well, you know, those things expire. Oh, we're terrible people over here. But we're talking about terrible people. So, did he in fact cry to Jeffrey Epstein? Because that's what it says in the email. It says, you came to me with tears in your eyes, asking me to get some solution for Melinda so he didn't have to tell her. Is that true? Oh my God. Duplicity. Two stories. Yes, I'm going to tell her 2 stories. We need to make this happen. And I did a little bit of when I was not actively reading on this with tarot cards. So I think that the suggestion was to bring Melinda down to the island and have the staff do it. And I believe that Epstein said, this is way too complicated. Like, you could just drop it in her water, but I don't know if that's going to work. But I think Epstein said, this is way too complicated. You're going to involve too many people and we can't do it. Dude, what was his advice to Bill Gates? You stuck it in the wrong place. You don't know if you got it here, and you reap what you sow. What about the solution for it? He said, you got to fess up. You got to fess up to your wife. We all got to do this, dude. That's what he said to him. We've all been in this situation. You got to deal with it. You got to tell her what you did wrong.
Even then, he was forcing people to take vaccines.
Even then, he was forcing people to take vaccines. So, did these two work together to create that 2-year vacation that all of us had? Well, all of you had. I didn't have a 2-year vacation. Greg didn't have a 2-year vacation. He was out there serving and protecting. Were they working together to give the world that 2-year vacation? High Priestess in reverse. Those secrets are revealed. Yes, there are other plans. So those of you that are scouring the 1,000,000 pages that just came out, I think this is very important, this 7 here, because that 7 tells me that there's more cash and special prizes that they were talking about. They'd like to buy the world a Coke, keep it company. They wanted to make changes. And I often said, the world is too much with us. There's a lot of people on this planet. They were looking to get rid of some of them. And I will say this, some of that information is going to be redacted so that we can't see it. Demand that we're allowed to see this. I think Freedom of Information Act. Let's get it on. We're going to find out that both of them really thought that the world was too much with us. If there were fewer, we could have more. That is really the plan here. Is that plan still in play with some other agents? Is the plan still in play? Do we just have the first string on the bench and under the bench? Is the plan still in play? Going out on a limb here, but I do think that we have, and I don't know if Fauci was involved in this. Fauci may have been involved, but I think that we may have a disease that is spread socially. And, there is that other one that plagued us in the 80s, but I think that there's another disease that is socially spread that they are probably going to introduce that will cause some sterility to keep the numbers down. So hopefully, I'm not seeing any swords here, so I don't think that it's the chunk chunk that they gave us, but I think that it is a condition that they may foist upon us. Hopefully, we're not going to be able to do that. So, Bill Gates, is there anything you can do to correct this situation for yourself? Anything that you can do to correct this situation? No, you are an ishbag, and you're just going to have to keep on keeping on, count your dollars, hang out in your world. Is there ever going to be any retribution for what Bill Gates has done to us? The Hierophant is right up there. Nostalgia. I think that his contribution to the world in terms of Microsoft, whether he stole the platform or not, I think that is his saving grace, that the advances that he did for computing and artificial intelligence, I think that it's going to eclipse what he did to the rest of us plebeians. I'm sorry, guys, but I do think that that's kind of the way this is going. We'll keep reading on him. Drop your questions down below, because I am not a fan. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I wasn't a fan of Steve Jobs either, even though I did cut my teeth on Macintosh. But I hope you guys like this series. Let me know who else you want me to unpack and what else you want to know. This is, again, not an exhaustive list. This is just a partial list. I just got some of the highlights that I saw. So let me know what you want to see. This channel is entirely driven by your recommendations and requests. So keep them coming, and I will see you in the future.